Hi my dear Scorpios, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marthe. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate and empower you guys and of course myself. This is for those people that are looking for personal and or spiritual growth and development. So the reason I'm saying this is because the messages can be triggering, but this is for your growth, right? For your empowerment. Just so if you're not here for that, this is just a little warning. You're most welcome to stay anyways. Good. Yeah. Let's hop into your April 2020 reading, Scorpios. I already pre-shuffled your cards. This is a general reading. This is your first card. So it means it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific. That means I'm working with the energies here, right? Take it as it applies for you, of course, please, okay? Yeah, you can reverse the placements also. Okay, Scorpio, we're going to hop right into it with your first card. Ooh, you're working. You're working on something, and you may be at the point of being a little bit exhausted, especially when you're looking back. What I'm feeling all of a sudden is, man, 2019, whenever you're watching this, right, the last year has been so intense is what I'm feeling here. You're looking back at it and being like, how on earth, for some of you, how on earth did I survive this? How on earth did I even survive this? This was so much. Wow. You're like, man, and how am I gonna be able to go forth from there, right? How am I gonna go forth from there? But this is only because you're still looking at the past. You have not looked the other way yet, right? You're still looking that way and being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. When really, if you just turned your head to over there, spirit, I feel spirit almost like taking your head and being like, no, it's there. It's there. And you're like, but and they're like, no, this way. And you know that type of thing and situation is going on here, which is quite interesting. And there's already behind you things starting to blossom for you that you're not seeing, right? Or this way, already starting to, because you manifested that by working so hard on whatever it is that you're working on, right? It could be your job, it could be your personal growth, spiritual growth, whatever it is for you, but it's already blossoming. You're just not perceiving it yet. But it's already there. You're not seeing it yet, right? Whew, yeah, and this is Libra energy. Justice is here for you, my friends. Justice is right here. Phoenix rising. This is Scorpio up here being like, yes, mate, I did it. Like after climbing that mountain, this is you. This is like, yeah, like that. Like shooting the ball into the goal, right? That's what that is. Like, yeah, that really strong. Yes, mate, I did it. And that's what that is. And Spirit's letting you know, yep, you're very, very, very close to that, okay? Scales are being balanced. You will see things from a higher perspective then, because you're finally doing this. They're like, hey, mate, Scorpio. It's like, I really feel that. It's like, it's not even my hand. It's like, over there, mate. Yeah, this is so cool. This is awesome, man. So good. This is good. And this energy actually wakes me up. Oh, man. That's where that is. Emotional fulfillment, possibly within a relationship here. Either incoming or already existing. Oh, mate. Oh, wow. This is big. And Spirit's like, yeah, you worked in this. There are two scenarios, at least. So the one is you are in a relationship and it was so much work, right? But Spirit's like pointing you this way. Look at what it is. Look at it for what it is. And the other one is maybe something that didn't work out in the past because it was so much work. And then you're like, that's your emotional fulfillment. It's right there, actually, right? This is somewhat, I'm feeling for some of you like a new start with a relationship that didn't work out in the past. For others, it's just like that emotional fulfillment within, right? In any case, this is really good news. Really good news for all of you, okay? This is awesome because, like I said, with the 10 of Cups, it's like happiness, equal give and take. You're toasting to life, just being happy, just being so happy and fulfilled with your life, with how things are working out for you. And yeah, oh my goodness. What I'm being pointed here to is, do you see the scales here, right? I don't know, can you see them? Wait, they're here because everything's turned around. So they're right here, right? So these are those, right? And Spirit is being like, there you go, Scorpio. It's like that movement again, grabbing your jaw and being like, look over here. That's already manifested. That this is here now. Thank you. Oh, a bit stubborn, are we? A little bit like standoffish. Either. Yeah. This is again past stuff, past behavior, somewhat aggressive behavior, Scorpio. From your side, I feel here, right? From like defensiveness for some reason, defensiveness. Being like, I'm going to show this person, sort of a thing, right? This is the Scorpio stinger. But Scorpios, you feel so deeply, and this is why emotional fulfillment is especially a big thing for you guys here, because you go so deep. So you need someone who understands that depth and who is there with you, right? Because you do go deep, and you use that stinger to keep people away and to really warn them, because there's a lot that can be hurt, right? And I'm not saying if you're not a Scorpio that's not the case. That's not what I'm saying here. But I'm saying that for Scorpios, that's why the stinger is so present, because they have this huge depth of emotions, right? Yeah, and you cut a little bit left and right to cut off the old. That's what you have been doing. And sometimes a little bit, I keep hearing irresponsible, so I'm just going to say it, a little bit irresponsible with your actions, right, towards others. So this is something, yes, this is triggering. So this is something that you need to keep in mind, please, for your sake, right? And this is also past. This is also with what I described earlier with your first card. It has to do with that. Being again drawn to that wooden sword here. I had that in another reading. I do not remember which one it was, where the wooden sword showed up, and that's like past, like childhood trauma sort of a thing. And this is what triggered that for you, right? This situation or person from the past triggered that for you. And there you go. Karmic cycle, right? There's something that wants to be closed. This is past life stuff. You've been dragging it into this one, so hopefully you're able to resolve it in this one. But again, this wants to be balanced. We have strong scale action here too in this card, right? Really the need and the want to finally close that cycle and to finally get the lesson, because the feeling I'm getting more and more that we come here and then we have maybe one or two huge lessons that we need to learn. Let's say it's self-love, self-acceptance, authenticity, right? Those, let's just say that's your lesson, and then you're being presented with situations also from childhood on that bring that out in us, because we have to resolve it. It gets to that point where it's so uncomfortable that we get moving and that we start to do something about it, because it gets too uncomfortable for us, right? Or it puts us on the spot, and so we have to act if we want to get out of it and feel better and get that emotional fulfillment here, right, Scorpio? And my other experience is that there are tiny life lessons that we learned in other lives already, in past lives already, and these are being like sort of ding, 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 like that. They're being activated, right? While we are here. These are things we already learned. So there are bigger things, which I feel you are in right now. This is a bigger thing, a karmic thing that wants to be resolved from you. And there are smaller things that are just ding, ding, ding. And then we got them because they are reactivated. We've already been through those. Whatever this means to you here. So we have the Knight of Wands. You're very... what I'm hearing is this is an adventurer. This is an adventurous spirit here. What I'm seeing is someone who's wandering with a, with those big sticks. It's not a stick, I'm fully aware. It's like a rod that you are hiking with. Something like that is what I'm seeing here. You're hiking with this thing. You're hiking with this thing. It immediately reminds me of the Hermit card. Um, yeah, but that's what I'm seeing. You're someone who's hiking with a wand in hand, and being like, yeah, I'm on my journey and I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I may have walked alone for a while, but I don't want that anymore. I want the Ten of Cups. I want that emotional fulfillment here. I really do. I really do. And maybe I'm willing to change my ways. Maybe I'm willing to learn my lesson here in this regard, because it's holding you back. It's keeping you away from this because of the head movement I did in the beginning, right? There's you, Scorpio, death card, right? So this is death and rebirth. That's that transformative energy. Again, this past issue, I have 3 cards that are turned this way. That's incredible, right? This wants to be closed out now, Scorpio, please. It wants to be closed out now. Look at your shadow side here. Look at what you don't want to look at. That's the key here. Look at what you don't want to look at. This will set you free. This will set you free. Looking at what you don't want to look at will set you free in your particular situation here. Look at it. Oh my God, that's what I felt earlier, like a pond of emotion, a pond, that's what I'm seeing here, like a pool and a pond of emotions is what I feel here, Scorpio style, right? Really a lot of it, and I love Scorpios for that ability to feel so deep. Like I have strong Scorpio in my chart. It is so cool, and I said this before, but I feel like Scorpios are misunderstood a lot of the time. And just show your true colors without the stinger, because the ones it's the same with the Leos or with any other sign. There's an undeveloped abilities and developed abilities, and you won't need that stinger any longer for where you're going, right? You don't need that any longer. What you will need are different tools, but you'll learn them along the way. Here we go. The Knight of Pentacles. That's exactly what I said. That's basically confirmation for the stinker story I just told you guys. That is wearing the armor underneath. Not everybody is perceiving you just as you are. And maybe you build a wall for people so they would not see all this softness that is behind that, right? And to really protect yourself. Really protect yourself. And this is what you had to learn, just to not be hurt. But it's time for that too. It's time, Scorpio, it's time for that wall to allow that to break down. You're no longer in that position where you need to put your stinkers out, right? You're very able to defend yourself if you have to, but how do you say, put a like a cotton ball on that stinker. So it's like, put something on it, okay? Because it's not the time right now for you to fight. It's not. It's time for you to close out that cycle so you can live your beautiful life here, okay? 10 of Rods. Yep, this is really burdensome to you. Like you feel moving that way is going to be super burdensome. Also to have that emotional relationship. Maybe you haven't experienced such emotional depth yet with a partner, and that's what you're longing for. And that's really burdensome to you. Like, how am I ever going to get this? I don't know. Is there anybody else out there that's like me? Is what I'm hearing. Is there anybody else out there that's like me, that feels like me, that eats like me, that is crazy like me? Something like that, something along those lines, right? And yes, there is Scorpio, and there's a lot of good out there too. But when you experience a lot of bad in your life, then it's really hard for you to see this, really hard for you to see the good, also really hard for you to imagine that that's what's over there. And that's why I still, it's not that comfortable to have your jaw pulled over there all the time. I'm like, what the hell, stop it already. Like, I'm really starting to stop it. I don't want to be touched in my face anymore, right? It's like that, leave me alone. I'll do it myself, and I'll do it in my own time here, right? And yeah, you should too. And maybe with that, I feel like you're starting to get more comfortable with that, right? You can tell spirit, by the way, to give you a break, okay? You can definitely say that. You can say, hey, I need this to be more comfortable for me, this experience, because it's too much. I'm not ready to look over there yet. That is just too big of a step for me. But what I feel here is you're also, when you're doing that, not looking that way anymore, but you're looking this way, which is fantastic. Which is fantastic because that's the present. Awesome. Awesome. Get your present moment in order. Get your emotional world in this moment in order. The rest will follow automatically. And really let them know when you need a break, right? That's totally okay. Scorpio, before we take this over to your extended reading, I will, to Vimeo and Patreon, I will draw 2 more cards for you, one from my Angels and Ancestors deck and one from my Guardian Angels deck. I do offer private readings because a couple people asked me and a couple already inquired, and I did a couple of private readings already. Thank you for your trust here. I've really appreciated. I was surprised how they came out and how crazily accurate they were. That was fantastic. So thank you again, you guys, for allowing me to read for you personally. Right now I offer 20% off. You'll find all the details down below in the caption down below, as well as the extended if you would like to follow me over there. So you guys, oh, I love this. You have the White Witch. Be the light. I love it. Be the light. Yes, you guys. Yes, you guys. And I'm seeing that moth again. I know it's a butterfly in this one, but it's a moth to me. That means, again, that's where I said when I saw it, look at the things that you don't want to look at, because that's where it's at. So that's that again. That's another reminder here. Visually. Yep. And it's imprinted within you already. You will look at it eventually. But in your own time, right? In your own time. And that's good. That's really good. I feel that's good. That also is part of the lesson, I feel. Sometimes Spirit pushes us in order for us to finally say, that's good. It's enough. Because that makes us know where our boundaries are and how we want to do things. And that's super important too, okay? So there's a lesson within that too. I like that a lot. The White Witch. By the way, you can cook really great stuff with those berries. I do not know what they're called in English, but that's, I don't know why, For some of you, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're cooking like with berries. Yeah, those, they're not sweet, those berries. You can put them like with meat or something, right? Anyways, be the light. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. I'm not going to do the thing with the head again. No, enough. The White Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by a horned owl, showing that she's willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she's also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? Or How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. Okay, so this is a bit of tough love here for you, I feel, like the whole reading. But in a really good way. In a really good way. So, last... Wow. Okay, we don't have one card. We have two cards that just flew out. Somebody wants to talk to you, Scorpios. We have balance. And we have intuition. And I'm going to treat you. I'm going to read both of you. And in the extended, you'll get one more, I reckon. So you have balance. Difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. Now that is very true. And you have intuition, and it says, trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. Wow, I'm getting really tingly here. Wow, the answer to your question lies inside your heart, Scorpio. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. Wow. I'm getting really tingly, like on my right side. Really tingly. They're here. They're here. And the cards that just flew out like that, they're here. So this is important, really important. Okay, Scorpio. If you would like and this resonated with you, you can follow me over to Vimeo and or Patreon. Links are down below. What I need to say though for Patreon, since it's a new month, when you're joining now, it is on the 1st. You will be billed on the 1st of the next month, just because Patreons didn't know this or didn't see it in the disclaimer or something, but the billing point of Patreon is the 1st of each month. So if you're joining at the end of the month, then you will be billed directly at the 1st of the month. Okay, just to get that out of the way, because I do not want you to pay double, right? Best wait till the end of the month. Not now, because this is the beginning of the month, so you're fine either way. Guys, that being said, I hope it wasn't too confusing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, for all your love, for your comments. Man, I love your comments. Thank you so much. And there's some really cool exchange going on, and people are leaving links to interesting stuff. Thank you again to the Egyptian guys that leave links about Egyptian mythology. That is so cool. I really dig that, because that's what I want here. I want to create that sort of an exchange between people, a platform where we can have a respectful exchange, right? And just listen to one another. We don't have to have the same opinions, but just within those differences, we grow, and that's where it's at, right? That's exactly what the card just said. Interesting. So yeah, Scorpio, my love goes out to you guys. Much love and light, and I'll see you over there or next time. Bye, Scorps.